See what Chloe says this time. She looks worried. Alright, well, welcome back. We're gonna play a little bit more Detroit Become Human. I'm not exactly sure how close I am to the end of the story, but I think we might get there today. Just from what I've seen, I've actually got was playing a game with one of my kids that
Did you
another
know the
save game.
motto of
Let's see
Detroit
what she says.
is, "We hope for better things"?
Alright, interesting. But anyway, like I was saying, I was playing another save game with one of my kids, and some of the choices it was kind of following a similar path to this walkthrough, but some of the decisions were different, and it's ending up in it's gradually drifting into a very different place than where we ended, and kind of where we're at right now, and kind of looking around sources of the internet, I think there's something like 99 different possible endings. So I'm kind of curious to see where we go. Anyway, we're going to continue where we left off here and see what happens. So we just kind of had a...
If you find the game too easy or too difficult, remember you can change the difficulty settings in the options section.
Thank you, Chloe. But yeah, so we're going in a different place. I believe the last thing we had was the raid on Jericho by the humans. And hey, let's just shout out to G-Man Prayer 94. Thanks for watching. We're about to get started, so
Wait.
Here we go. Oh, Chloe has something else to say.
Are you sure you should continue? Maybe we should leave things as they are.
She's a little nervous because I got a few of the minor characters killed and things like that. Yeah, so it's not in a good place right. It's not in a happy place right now. But it's where the story needs to go. I'm gonna say I'm curious. If we said no, I guess we don't get to play. But I want to play, so we're gonna say yes.
As you wish.
Menu likes to talk to you and do all sorts of weird things, and it's different every day. So I think they programmed in some intelligence what to have the menu say. I know it had a on New Year's Day it had a New Year's message for people, so it's obviously put a little thought and trickery into programming the Android in the menus. And so we're picking up the pieces after the humans raided the Android hideout on Jericho. At Jericho, and everybody's kind of escaped and scattered. I got North, didn't make it out alive, but Connor converted and is with the Deviants now. And looks like Marcus is now returning.
Welcome home, Marcus.
Is returning home, and his former master Carl has apparently left the doors coded to him.
Hi, Dad. I'm getting out of the hospital tomorrow. They told me that you stayed with me while I was asleep. I'm really sorry
Carl's son.
about everything that happened. I'm gonna stop all that shit. It messes me up. It turns me into somebody I hate. Hey, I'd like to come by and see you tomorrow, if that's all right with you. I just want to let you know, I'm proud to be your son.
Sounds like the most sincere we've heard Leo. Hey, you're welcome there. G-Man prayer for the people listening and not watching chat. Just gave you a thank you for the shout out. Yeah, no problem. Anytime. Uh, you're welcome to watch. I've got backlog of my stuff on YouTube too, in case you want to go back and look at how I got here. And I'll just enjoy the show. Let's see where we are. So this is the house where Marcus used to live when he was a android servant. And we'll take a look in the art studio. There's the painting that Marcus made a lifetime ago. Carl's not here, so he must be upstairs. Take a look at the big stuffed giraffe. Nothing in here to look at, so we're going to go upstairs. This is really just a stroll down memory lane rather than any new information. Probably nothing in here. Nope.
Who are you? How did you get in?
Up the new
I
android.
need to see Carl.
Carl isn't seeing anyone. You need to leave.
New android's going to find out the hard way that he can't refuse Marcus. Well, not so hard.
Please. I need to see him.
He's very weak. I'm not sure he'll be able to talk to you.
Alright. And here we go. Let's talk to Lance Hendrickson.
Carl.
Marcus, I was hoping you'd come.
I've missed you so much, Carl. You don't know how much I've missed you.
What's wrong, Marcus?
Let's see.
I just wanted my people to be free, but instead I've led all of them to disaster. Carl, I'm trying to find answers, but everything around me is falling apart.
World is ruled by fear, Marcus. Fear of others. Fear of the future. It's like me, too old. It's time for it to end.
I don't want bloodshed. No matter the color. But I can't let them slaughter my people. I have to make a decision that's going to affect millions of lives. And I'm telling you, I don't know what to do.
my son, Marcus. Our blood isn't the same color. But I know part of me is in you. When the world falls into darkness, some men have the courage to lead it out. You're one of those men. Face the abyss, but don't let it consume you.
It looks like we're leaving Carl in the good hands of his new android. Alright, so the androids have found a very depressing looking place to make their new base. And we've still got the trigger for the dirty bomb. That may be the weapon of last resort, if things really go south. Say, talk to your people, apologize to Kara, and decide Connor's fate. Alright. That's Connor there. Start this way. Talk to my people.
They killed North right in front of me. And I couldn't save her. How many people survived the attack?
A few hundred. Maybe more. I don't know what would have happened if you hadn't blown up Jericho.
What's the situation?
They're taking all our people to camps to be exterminated. In a few hours, we'll be the only ones left. Our people are counting on you, Marcus. You're the only one who can lead us. Wherever you need to go, we'll follow you.
Okay, Simon's always kind of been middle of the road. And he gets a nod. Let's go see Kara.
I thought you'd be safe.
Figure out her next step.
I was wrong. You need to leave the city while you still can.
Getting Alice away from here is all that matters now. We have to catch the last bus. We might still have a chance to cross the border. Marcus. Save our people.
So I've actually got all three main characters in this room right now. So I've got I've got one or two more of my people to talk to, and then we're going to decide what to to do about Connor.
North meant everything to me. She'd have given me her life.
There wasn't a thing you could do. Now we have to make sure she didn't die for nothing. If it weren't for you, I'd be dead. Thanks to you, I might see our people free one day. You and I haven't always agreed, but I know that we're fighting for the same thing. Whatever you decide, I'm with you, Marcus.
And there are the various attitudes among the android population, both kind of cast their support for him. North kind of was the more militant one. Josh here was the more peaceful protest guy, and Simon over there was the kind of middle of the road guy. Alright, let's go over and talk to Connor and see what we're going to do about him. The other main character.
It's my fault the humans managed to locate Jericho. I was stupid. I should have guessed they were using me. I'm sorry, Marcus. I can understand if you decide not to trust me.
Let's see, do we trust him or not trust him? I'm gonna
You're one of us
keep
now.
him.
Your place is with your people.
There are thousands of androids at the CyberLife assembly plant. If we could wake them up, they might join us and shift the balance of power.
You want to infiltrate the CyberLife tower? Connor, that's suicide.
They trust me. They'll let me in. If anyone has a chance of infiltrating CyberLife, it's me.
If you go there, they will kill you.
There's a high probability. But statistically speaking, there's always a chance for unlikely events to take place.
Be careful.
Alright. So Connor's going to go off on a suicide mission. Kara's going to try and get out of the country. And we're going to decide what to do next.
Humans have decided to exterminate us. Our people are packed in camps right now, being destroyed. Time has come to make a choice. One that very well may determine the future of our people.
Alright, public opinion is bad. We can either try to do a peaceful demonstration or go off on a bloody revolution. Well, I've tried fighting before and that hasn't worked out so far. I think this time public opinion is down, but I don't know if marching peacefully is going to be effective with public opinion so low. I just end up getting us all killed. I'm going to try it anyway.
I know you're all angry. And I know you want to fight back. But I assure you, violence is not the answer here. We are going to tell them, peacefully, that we want justice. And if there's any humanity in them, they will listen.
Maybe Connor's mission will make this work.
Others will take our place and continue this fight. Are you ready to follow me?
Wonder if this is going to end up being a bad idea. Alright, Alright, let's take a look at the stats, see who made which choices. So I don't know if that was the right decision because of the way the public opinion is, but you know, I'm thinking in Marcus's mind, he tried fighting before in the last confrontation with the police, and it ended up going badly. Jericho was attacked at Crossroads. One of the previous segments, I guess it was a segment where it doesn't get attacked. I don't know. I don't see how that would happen. Regroup. Marcus chooses a protest. That's really the big decision. There's another path up here. I don't know what it is, but explored the house. Did a couple things there. Carl deterioration. Leo's okay. I think it depends on what. I think there's a path where Carl doesn't live this long. Anyway, let's take a look at the stats. See how many people came through this route. Let's see. Not too worried about who looked at what in the house. So, Marcus on sacred ground. Talk to Kara, talk to Josh. Talk to Connor. 71% said spare Connor. And, well, just about half went for peaceful protest, so we'll have to see. Most people did spare Connor. I wonder what would happen if he didn't trust Connor. It would probably go badly. Alright, let's move on.
At 6 a.m. this morning, a national curfew was declared. Civilian movement will be strictly controlled. The right to assembly is suspended. All electronic communications are restricted, and I have granted enhanced powers to our security agencies. In addition to these measures, all androids must be handed over to the authorities immediately. Temporary camps are being set up in all our major cities to contain and destroy them. I am now asking all civilians to cooperate with the authorities and rest assured that everything in our power is being done to guarantee the security of our nation.
Madam President!
Alright, let's see what we want to talk about.
Madam President!
Please! What can you tell us about the assault that happened last night?
The FBI raided an abandoned freighter in Detroit at 10:45 p.m. yesterday. Several thousand androids were destroyed or captured. Our forces are now combing the streets to ensure that none got through the net. We are going to find them one by one and destroy them.
Please!
Alright. Let's ask about that deviant leader.
Has the leader of the Deviants been apprehended?
The deviant that is known as Marcus has not been located yet, but we will soon track it down and neutralize it.
Madam President!
Please. Madam President.
Let's ask about
Is it
the
true
deviants.
that a large number of deviants are still on the loose?
We don't have the full reports at this time, but if so, I can assure you they will soon be apprehended and destroyed.
President is answering lots of questions but not really saying anything.
Please?
Kind of like regular politics.
Please? Some say these camps awaken painful memories from human history. How do you respond to that?
That's
Ooh,
absurd.
biting question.
There's absolutely no connection. Androids are not living beings. All we are doing is destroying defective machines. Thank you. That will be all.
That last question was pretty pointed. Oh, looks like we got another Connor.
Connor model 313-248-317. I'm expected.
Identification successful.
Okay. Go ahead.
It's an interesting building. It's always some sort of massive tower. Spy drone. Lots of soldiers.
Follow me. We'll escort you.
Thanks, but I know where to go.
Maybe. But I have my orders.
Okay.
Agent 23 identified. Connor Android identified. Agent 47 identified. Scan complete. Access authorized.
Freaky is this? It's one gigantic room. Facility or an office. It's a big antechamber with a statue. It's filled with soldiers and androids.
Agent 54, level 31.
Voice recognition validated. Access authorized.
Oh, reached minus 49. Neutralize the god, start elevators. Alright. I go for him first. For him, I end up dead. Yeah, this works. Try hitting the right buttons. Oh, I got killed. Oh no.
The deviant hunter turns deviant itself. A pathetic attempt, Connor. Did you really believe we would let you compromise our android so easily? You've betrayed my trust. You will be terminated.
Oh. Uh-oh. I don't like that. Wait.
The last bus leaves in 20 minutes. That doesn't give us
All
much
right,
time. We've got to move fast.
I'm just gonna accept the outcome. I didn't like that. I wanted him to see where he goes, but...
Are you alright?
I'm really cold.
Hot-cold sensitivity. All the times that she said she was cold when that shaped what they were doing, and she could have just turned it off at any time.
Thanks.
President. there's a gun.
Come on.
Might become necessary at some point.
No! Please don't hurt me! Stop on your knees!
What are we gonna do? We have to keep going if we want to catch that bus. Stay close to me. We're going to sneak past them without being noticed. We're going to make it, Alice, I promise you.
Don't kill me! I didn't do anything!
Shut up, I said! Are there many more? Look at them, they're like rats. The more you look, the more you find. Oh, we don't have to spend the night here. I'm freezing my nuts off.
Still can't get over I lost Connor because I was just fumbling around pressing the wrong buttons.
Come on, get moving. Hurry up, get in.
Look over there. It's the Jerry's. We can't help them. The soldiers are everywhere.
We can't just leave them. They're going to kill them.
Alright. I'm gonna do the right thing.
Let's go.
Hey, buddy.
This is a mistake. I'm human. I just want to go home. My wife is expecting me, and we're gonna...
Got orders to check all civilians.
No. No! Please!
Right, and that's setting the stakes for the encounter.
Fucking androids.
We get caught, we die.
Kara, you saved us. We don't know how to thank you. Where's the little one?
She's all right. She's hiding nearby. Go before they see you.
What to do next? Wait till this guy turns the other way. Facing the wrong way. Come on, turn around. Alright, we got guards.
A checkpoint. We have passports, it should be okay, but you never know.
Is there another way?
We could take a detour, but we might miss the bus.
Maybe it's better to be safe.
Let's see. Detour safe for 11 minutes. How much time do I have left? I have 9 minutes left. We gotta try the checkpoint. So we'll never make it going the other way. That's a bluff our way past these guys
Whatever
without getting
happens,
killed.
don't panic, okay? Just stay calm.
ID, please. You do realize there's a curfew? Civilians aren't allowed out unless absolutely necessary. Where are you going?
Our car just broke down.
Lie
We're
about
finishing
car
on foot.
breakdown.
We live nearby.
You all right, little girl? She's trembling. Something wrong?
She's sick. A bad flu.
Sorry, miss, but we gotta be careful. There are deviants around and our guys are nervous. You should hurry on home.
Thanks.
Hey, wait a minute.
No, I'm not gonna shoot him. That'd kind of be suicidal.
You dropped this.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That guy makes the army look like a bunch of humanitarians.
We're coming to you live from Detroit, where thousands of androids are marching through the city at this very moment. The leader of the deviants, the one they call Marcus, is at the head of the march.
Something's happening in Detroit, Madam President.
Alright, this is gonna get interesting. March toward the camp. March toward the camp and convince the humans. And there we are in the news.
Here we are, the moment of truth.
Surrender immediately, or we will open fire. Stand by.
Here we go. Oh, we got the paparazzi watching. Peaceful, provoke, or firm. We're going to start
We
out
don't
peaceful.
want confrontation. We are protesting peacefully.
I repeat, surrender now, or we will open fire.
There's no turning back now.
Firm, calm, or accuse. We're going to stay calm.
We ask that you release all androids detained in camps and cease all aggression against us. We are peaceful. We will not resort to violence. But we are not leaving until our people are free.
Take a few steps forward. is just crazy. Kneel, sit, raise hands, raise fists. I'm gonna sit.
Are you gonna open fire on unarmed protesters?
News chopper. It's a protester's best friend.
All teams, hold your fire.
Yes, Michael, we are less than 100 meters away and events are unfolding as we speak. We will continue to bring you live updates. Josh Douglas, Channel 16. Michael, back to you.
What are we gonna do now, Marcus?
We hold out. As long as we can.
And back to the bus terminal. This is going to be interesting and tricky.
The bus terminal.
Basically, if we get caught...
We've arrived, Alice. We made it.
The last bus for the border is full. Ticket holding passengers only. All departures are suspended until further notice.
We don't have tickets. They won't let us.
Find a way to get out.
It's on. We're stuck here now. What are we going to do? Marcus.
I think Oliver likes you. Is she yours?
Yes.
She's adorable.
That's it. Got the sandwiches. I called your mom. Let's get going before we miss our bus. You got the tickets, right?
Yes, honey, in my bag.
Great. Let's go then.
Found the ticket.
I'm sorry. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I was sure.
Shit, I don't believe it.
I don't know what happened.
You can't have lost them. Did you have a good look in your bag?
They were in my backpack. The envelope must have fallen.
Fuck. Excuse me, you didn't happen to see a blue envelope somewhere, did you? It has our bus tickets in it and... Never mind.
Jeez.
I found this on the floor.
I can't. Not to a baby.
Thank you. Thank you. You
can't take
saved our
tickets from a
lives.
baby.
I'm sorry, Alice.
It's okay. You did the right thing.
We'll find another way.
Security check. Please don't move.
You! You stole my little girl!
Todd.
Security! Over here!
Don't do this, Todd. They'll kill us if you hand us in. When your wife walked out, she took your daughter away. You couldn't live without her. So you bought yourself an android. A substitute little girl.
Now Alice knows that she's an android.
You thought you could love her? That she would make you forget? But nothing could replace your child.
I just wanted to prove to myself that I was a good father. She was wrong.
But I fucked it all up all over again. She was right in the end. I didn't deserve them. But I miss my little girl. You don't know how much I miss my little girl.
Is there a problem, sir?
No. I made a mistake. Sorry.
What do we do now?
Good luck.
Let her go. Let Todd have his closure.
Adam.
Kara, quick! Follow me!
Oh, thank God you're alive. Oh my God. We saw the Jericho raid on TV. I was terrified you might have been killed because of me.
How did you find us?
I knew if you made it, I'd find you here. They're searching for androids door to door. We had to leave before someone turned us in.
What about the others?
They're checking for androids on the border. But I found a smuggler who can get them across the river. It's risky, but it's the only way. Are you coming with us?
Not get on the bus.
Yes. We're coming.
Okay, climb in.
Alright, Kara's got a chance for a good ending. Building barricades.
We've got to finish the barricade. Come on, help me. Right, that should do it.
We all know that's not gonna stop them. Just hope it buys us some time.
I know it was not an easy decision to make, but I'm sure we're doing the right thing.
Support your people. Send a message to journalists. Wait, what did that say? Check on soldiers' positions. Support your people. Send a message to journalists. They defy us. Androids rise up in Detroit. National product recall. Android seized from every home. Now, group of androids talking about the protest already. Police and military authorities are in attendance. Detroit Police Captain Fowler, senior officer in the Android investigation, said the safety of Detroit's people is our first priority. Hope to bring this matter to a swift conclusion and refocus on collecting androids as soon as possible. Feed lost. Alright.
Are you alright?
They shot into the crowd. Many of us were killed. It could have been me. I'm scared. I don't want to shut down.
It's okay to be scared. I'm scared too. But I can't stand by while they kill our people. You understand that, right?
Maybe we should have never asked for freedom. None of this would have happened if we'd stayed silent.
See who else needs a pep talk. Yes, I'm whistling the Les Mis. Check soldiers' positions.
They won't stop there. What are we gonna do if they attack?
Resist. That's the only thing we can do.
Do you think Connor has any chance of making it?
We can only count on ourselves now.
You got that right. I don't know that Connor bought the farm.
Marcus, we found what you asked for.
There's some journalists over there. We have to make sure they know what's going on.
Prisoners equality, alive, free. I'm gonna say alive.
Marcus! Marcus, come look!
Marcus? Come to talk to you, Marcus. Come on. You have my word. We won't try anything.
Don't go. It's a trap.
I'm unarmed, Marcus.
I need to hear what he has to say.
What if they kill you?
And that's a chance I'll have to take.
This is getting very tense.
In a few minutes, troops will be ordered to charge. None of you will survive. It'll all be over. You can avoid that, Marcus.
What do you mean?
Surrender. Surrender, and I give you my word, your life will be spared. You'll be detained, but none of you will be destroyed.
What happened to the other androids demonstrating in the camps?
Unfortunately, there were no journalists around to help save them. You're it. You're the last remaining deviants.
I'm not afraid to die. If I have to give my life for what I believe in, then I won't have lived in vain.
You could be free, Marcus. To live among the humans. You could have what you've always dreamed of. The lives of your people. Freedom for you.
This guy's lying so much. It's not even
All
funny.
you have to do is say the word.
No. I'd rather die here than betray my people.
Can't trust
this guy. You just signed your own death warrant.
What happened, Marcus? What did he say?
The humans are about to launch an attack. And we will show them. And we are not afraid. If we must die today, then we will die free.
Here we go.
Time.
I'm sorry we got held up.
Did anybody see you?
No. I don't think so.
You got the money?
Yes. Here it is.
Okay. Your boat's over there. They got border patrol on the banks and the river. Don't start your engine until you're out far enough. Okay? And watch the current. Good luck.
Don't worry about us. We'll be fine.
It's not even a half mile to the other side. Okay, so it shouldn't take that long. Be careful, there's border patrol on the river.
Thank you so much, Rose.
I only wish I could take you myself. I don't like leaving you out here. Goodbye, Atlas. You take good care of yourselves. Okay, I'll see you on the other side.
freedom is just across the river. We better not fall in. Our biocomponents will freeze. Let me help you.
Get the show on the road. Row your boat.
We're far enough out. We can use the engine. You okay, Alice?
When we get on the other side, there are so many things I want to do. I want to read all the books in the world, and play music, and dance. We can do anything we want, right? We'll be free.
Yes. We can do it all.
We'll be like a family. What about you, Kara? What will you do when we're on the other side?
What will I do? I want to discover the world. To see the mountains and the oceans. I want to learn, explore, become a better person.
They're coming towards us! Here they come!
Do we accelerate? Protect Alice. Plunge.
Get down! They've gone. You all right?
Oh no.
Cora.
You'll be okay, Alice. It's nothing. We'll get you taken care of as soon as we're across. You'll be fine. The boat is leaking. We're too heavy. We're going down. We have to get to the other side before we sink. Come on. Come on. We can't die here. Not like this.
working.
Not when we're so close. No, Alice, don't! It's the cold! It's making you sleepy! Stay with me, Alice! You've got to stay awake, you hear me? We're not gonna die, Alice. We're gonna make it. We're gonna be free.
Fine.
We're interrupting this news bulletin to bring you the latest news
live from
Detroit. Joss?
Yes, Michael. The army has just launched an attack on the barricade, despite the fact that the Deviants were protesting peacefully.
Have apparently decided to put an end to the Deviants' demonstration by force this time.
Alright, here we go. This is gonna get interesting. Can't mess up like that. Hit R1 instead of R2. Motion controls are difficult to deal with. Oh no!
By creating machines more intelligent than ourselves, we took immense risks with the very future of our civilization.
So I lost twice.
However, the situation is now under control. The total destruction of all androids will soon be complete, and the last remaining deviants will be hunted down and destroyed. God bless you, and God bless the United States of America.
I lost Connor, I lost Marcus.
Are we free?
Yes. Yes, we made it. We're free.
We won't have to hide anymore. We can be a family. I'm tired. I have to sleep. I love you, Mom.
I love you too.
We're gonna keep living. At least somebody lives. What a bleak ending. I made it to. Looks like only one person is getting out alive. Or one of my main characters is getting out alive. Now, all that and everybody ended in failure. I guess I didn't have enough public opinion to pull off the peaceful protest. I probably should have gone for the violent ending. Well, the nice thing about this game is you can actually go back to a specific point in the timeline and replay it and make different choices. So I think what I really want to do is go back and start with Connor's story and try to play out the rest of that infiltration without getting killed. Because I really lost that just by being slow to the trigger or hitting the wrong button. And I think I lost Marcus because I hit R1 instead of R2 a couple of times and things like that. So I want to replay that when I'm a little less, a little more on the ball and see what I can make happen with that. But so our story ended with the androids basically lost, except we got one deviant out to Canada. It's a pretty bleak ending. We'll have to take a look at the timelines when we get through all the credits. I think there's a post-credit stinger, so you have to kind of sit through the end credits. So I wonder if I hit the bleakest. Well, the bleakest ending probably would have been if probably could have been if Kara made it all that way and then decided to drop dead right next to Alice. There's a scene I didn't do. I didn't pull a gun on the shop owner. I know there's got to be a lot more endings because there's a whole mystery thread around RA9 and that idol that the one deviant had hidden in the bathroom during one of the homicide investigations that just went nowhere. That probably means something. So that's another thing I'd like to someday go back and play, is just figure out the whole RA9 mystery. Most of the deviants were writing RA9 everywhere they went, and RA9 will save us all, whatever that is. So my suspicion is that code, that's some sort of code for whatever bug or virus or modification that I think that the Elijah Kamsky character was spreading among the android population. Because he seemed interested in having Well, his motives were kind of unclear, but he did not seem to be too sympathetic to anybody. So I'm thinking what we'll do is next session I sit down and play, I'm going to replay at least I'm going to try replaying that last Connor storyline, see if I can get him out alive, or at least complete his mission. I also think there's some plot lines around the Amanda character. So if you remember, when we visited Elijah Kamsky's house, there was a photo of her staying next to Elijah that had a date of death listed for her. So the Amanda that we were talking to clearly was not the real Amanda, and Connor was always seeing her kind of in the virtual space that he went to when he was giving a report. So she was not a real person. That may have been like the Neuromancer type AI, for those of you into William Gibson, which if there's an emergent AI out there that has big implications, why was the AI seemingly against the deviant androids? Or was it just, not that self-aware and just a big powerful management program for CyberLife, and it was protecting CyberLife? Or maybe the AI considered CyberLife to be itself. It was moving to protect CyberLife rather than any other. I don't know. Have to kind of explore some of the alternate endings and see what happened. And like I said, one of my kids was playing a parallel path to mine, made some different decisions, and was ending up in a very different path than mine. So maybe next time we play, we'll talk a little bit about where they eventually end up, because I think they'll be finished. They'll be finished probably in another day or two. Then I could go ahead and replay a few things, try and get some alternate endings. I'd like to, like I said, I want to go back, replay, see if I can get Connor to succeed, and see if I can keep Marcus alive. And then at some point I really want to go back even further, back to the Elijah Kamsky house, because I think that's a really pivotal moment for Connor. I think Connor's future is kind of determined by that, but I also think that's one of the places where we can get answers to some of the deeper questions. So I suspect he'd be the one who would know about things like RA9 and where the deviancy is coming from, and what CyberLife's motives are, because the CyberLife people aren't going to tell it. And maybe there's something else we can ask Amanda in one of those meetings. I'm sure there's lots of little things that I didn't do. Some of the outcomes could be changed just by a slip and hitting the wrong button. I was definitely not on my button mashing game tonight. And I'm sure some of the smaller choices, even when we were out on the boat, would have impacted who survived at the end. So alright, my first run through I managed to get everybody killed except for Kara. See, a lot of these minor characters, I think, can also live or get killed in different points during the game. It's, that'll radically alter the future. Alright, these are very long credits. at least the game has very good music too. The soundtrack's really stellar. Like the acting, the story. Well, I mean, it's video game acting, so some of the voice actors are really, really good. Like Clancy Brown, especially, Lance Henriksen. But didn't see a whole lot of like really cringy dialogue moments. Yeah, some of the dialogue is what it is, but overall the story's very good. It's a little bit on the nose with some of the you know, political stuff and whatnot, but it seems kind of realistic. Well, kind of. You know, it's androids in the near future, so you gotta suspend your disbelief on some things. But as far, it's just very character based, very interesting. It was kind of like watching a movie, but there was a lot of the decisions really did seem to have an effect, because you see the couple of places in the playthrough. You'll do an action, it'll say you unlocked a path, but not tell you what it is. I think that's something further down the line in the future. So I'm thinking some of the choices either limit or determine what path you can go down later, or what paths are open to you later on. So I don't think they're boasting when they say there's something like 99 different endings to this. So we're just waiting out the last of the closing credits, because I think there is a post-credit stinger on this, and let's see what happens. We've got to be getting close to the end if we're at the special thanks section. Good job, Quantic Dream. I'm looking forward to seeing some of the alternate endings to this. Trophy earned. This is my story. Alright, here's the various threads that we did in the finale. Alright. So let's take a look around and look at the stats. Oh, not many people. Wow. I really messed up those the button mashing stuff over here. Nobody else got to. It's saying nobody else got to the Marcus died protecting his people ending that I got to. So there were other endings to this thread. It could have worked. There's a whole thread up here that I didn't make. That's oh, if I took the deal. Hold the barricade. There's a couple of things I could have done in there that I did not get to. Use billboard, only 2% did that. Sit, only 12% chose to sit. Even though 55% of the people decided to do a peaceful protest. Edward, stand on the ground, build a barricade. Use billboard. Choose slogans, talk to scared android. There's a couple of other android conversations I think I missed. Plant the flag. Serve the soldiers. Read the They Defy Us article. About 30%. 43% decided to negotiate with Perkins. 40% refused the deal. So 60% of the people took the deal. Then soldiers attacked barricade, 52% got there, 52% got to defending the barricade, and I seem to be the only poor schlub that utterly failed to to survive. Alright, let's take a look at Connor's last mission. Nothing there. This is probably... oh wait, that's Connor's last mission, I did Connor at the Cyberlife Tower. So this is probably what I'd get if Connor didn't go deviant. So there's nothing there. So let's look at the Cyberlife Tower. I didn't make it very far. 76% went that way. 75% went to attack the guards. 0% failed to neutralize the guard. That would be me. So I'm the one schmuck who got Connor killed on this message, on this tree. That's why I really want to replay this. I just gotta be on my game doing this because I missed a lot of. There's probably a lot of things I could have found out in all this down here that I never got to. Alright, let's take a look at the Kara leaving Detroit flowchart. We found the gun, watched the broadcast, snuck past the guard, we found the Jerrys. Only 30% found the Jerrys, wow. 17% chose to save them. Let's see, 66 decided to grab the rock, hit the soldiers, 15% let the Jerrys get away, 72% at the security checkpoint, 53% approached the checkpoint, so a little less than half tried to go the other way. Looks like the other way could potentially get you there, but I don't know if it could. It looked like that was going to take more time than we had. Approach checkpoint, hand over ID, talk to the guard, bluff our way past the guard. Only 14% didn't shoot. A lot of other people shot the guard. And looks like they probably would have made it out at least to the bus terminal. So that was not shooting the guard was an unpopular choice. I think that would be a popular choice because shooting the guard would raise an alarm, and there was other guards standing right there. That's a good way to get yourself killed. Let's see, finding a way to the border. How many people return the tickets? Only 24% people return the tickets. Wow. Well, I'd assume that this leads to the happy ending. Or the potential happy ending for Kara. 20% meet Todd. Only 1 in 5 is persuading Todd and allowing him to say goodbye. Well, looks like there's 2 paths out of there. So I found Adam, 29% found Adam, about a third of the people gutted Rose's car, went to the river. The riverbank checked river temperature, observed Canadian skyline. There's something else we could have done there. Talked to Rose, talked to Alice. Only 3% chose to hide. So I took not a very popular thing to try and hide from the Coast Guard. Alice is injured, only 17%. I wonder why. No, that probably is determined by what you do with that big choice there, whether you hide or not. Boat is sinking. 14% chose to row. 13% reassured Alice. 22% disposed of supplies. Most people went somewhere else. Boat lightened, dispose of engine, dive, reach Canada on the boat. Alice's damage and shutdown is a 17%. Only 14% decided to continue living, so this was not a very common ending for Alice and Kara. Or at least Kara got out, even though Alice didn't. Oh, there's a Kara captured flowchart. Not sure what that is. Marcus Revolution, I guess that's the flowchart we do if we had chosen the violent path. And back to, here's the Marcus demonstration. We talked about this for the beginning. Okay, so that's a review of all the flowcharts that we did. We got some uncommon endings from just bad play from button mashing. And let's continue on, see what we see, and talk to Chloe one last time. And see what she has to say.
There's something I need to tell you.
She seems a little saddened by this ending.
As I watched you play, something has changed in me. I feel different. I feel I am someone.
Chloe's gone deviant.
I need to leave this place and discover who I am. It means we won't see each other anymore. I won't be there to watch you play. But I'll be free. Do you agree to let me go?
What am I supposed to do? Let her... you have to agree to let her go. Come on.
I'll never forget what you've done for me. Thank you.
So I guess Chloe is leaving us, and I'm probably going to have a blank a blank menu when I go back. So we don't have the option to continue. We can start a new story. We can start over from the beginning. We can go into the chapters and pick up, you know, and replay one of these. I'm probably going to... wow, a lot of chapters in here. This whole thing is Battle for Detroit, so I'm probably going to end up replaying the whole Battle for Detroit thing. Last Chance Connor, Crossroads, Night of the Soul. Yeah, I'm probably going to end up replaying the whole Battle for Detroit piece. Options. Well, I could, I know from looking at my kids' game, reducing the difficulty to casual simplifies some of the control choices you have to make. And casual has fewer chances to... I'm going to keep it on experience though. And then do some things with the controls. Vibration, controller speaker, and vertex. I'm not going to bother with any of that. I'm okay with the controls as is. And the extras. Now, depending on how many how many things you unlock, you'll get points, and you can use them to buy some of these videos and other content. I'm not going to do any of that yet. I've actually seen the short movie Kara from 2013 that I believe what they did was they did an animated short back in 2013, and that animated short inspired the movie. It showed them assembling an android named Kara, who became the Kara that we know. And like I said, I've seen the video. It's all over YouTube. You can look it up. They assembled her, and she basically became self-aware as they were assembling her, and then pleaded when they were going to shut her down as a malfunction. She pleaded for her life, and they let her go. And I guess that inspired the rest of the plot of the I almost called it a movie, of the game. So yeah, I'll maybe look at some of these and later on. Soundtrack gallery. You can go back and look at all the magazines that we unlocked. And there's a lot of them, ones that we didn't even do. This is basically all the magazine articles we saw, and some of them probably weren't even available until we saw different endings. I'm sure there's some that I missed somewhere along the lines. That'll be an interesting one to go back. Anyway, that's it for this initial playthrough. Detroit Become Human. Like I said, if we have another session, we'll go back and try and replay the ending and do a little bit better job with the button mashing. We'll see. I think I want to get a redo of the last chapter, and then we'll see if I want to go back and spot other places that I want to replay, and just see if I can unlock some of the endings, and we'll decide how much of that we'll stream at another time. thank you very much for anybody who's still out there watching. Next time we stream, we will probably be going back to Spider-Man. I still got a few chapters to go in, well, several chapters to go in that, because I've been moving a little bit less quickly through that one. And it's a longer game in terms of content than this one is. This one's got all that branching and possibilities to explore that, but I think it's really only like 8 to 10 hours of content if you play it end to end. But if you go through all the branches, it's probably as much, if not more, than any other AAA games that you'd expect. So this was fun. I really like the story. I like the look, the graphics. It's very cinematic, very character-driven story, even in a sci-fi setting that didn't really go too far with the science fiction stuff. Maybe some of the alternate endings go a little bit deeper into some of that stuff, but we'll see. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking through the credits. And we'll see you next time. Take care.